Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Melissa Mangino, IEP advocate and parent mentor. I'm so excited to jump into the third concept of why a strong foundation with clear values is so important to building strong connections and relationships with your child. So we spoke about the importance of how family values helps guide family decisions and how they provide clarity and structure around what is right and wrong. But the last concept is the importance of creating a sense of identity for your family, but also that will lead into a sense of identity for your child. Values help your family achieve a sense of identity, and kids are able to sense that. So growing up is really tough these days. There's social media, TV, all that kind of stuff, and kids are constantly trying to figure out who they are and who they want to be. And because their brains aren't fully developed yet, this process can be grueling all on its own. So when you add in the other challenges that life can throw at kids, you can imagine how hard it is for them to actually grow up in this time and age. So having a clear family values can help children build a sense of identity. While the rest of the world around them is uncertain, that helps them know that they can then rely on their family values to identify themselves. Family values can also give the family a sense of identity as a family unit. So an example that I like to use around this is a neighbor friend of ours is the same age as my son. My kid is 7 years old. And our neighbor, he's also 7. He always uses the word freaking, right? So instead of defining or saying that our neighbor is bad, I asked my son, is that a word that our family would use? And he's able to say no. What this allows for me to do is be able to explain why we choose to not use that word instead of saying that other people are bad and that's not okay. I can explain the opinions that other people choose to do different things, but in our home, that's not appropriate because of X, Y, Z. By using this strategy, it opens up the lines of communication so that then I have the opportunity to explain to my child the why behind our family unit chooses to behave in a certain way. And this is so important for kids these days because there's so much out there. For example, the number one thing is, does your family believe in God? If not, why or why not? Because if there's no God out there, then what is the why? Because if you don't steal, why are you not stealing? Right? So it's having those bigger conversations so that the kids value what the information they're hearing. They have a strong sense of self-identity, and that results in a strong sense of self-worth. So they have pride in what they do, and their actions are fulfilling the values that you're trying to instill in them. Another example would be out in the world today is, do you believe in same-sex marriage? That's a huge one. In the elementary school, my 7-year-old is facing that right now. So you have to decide in your family, is this something that we believe in, or is this something that we don't? And if we do, why? And if we don't, why? Everyone has a different opinion. Your child is going to go throughout his entire childhood and adult life around people that have different opinions than your family values, and that's okay. But it's being able to to clearly articulate the why behind your family values that's really going to build that communication, strengthen those connection points, and deepen that relationship within your family. So thank you for listening. My last video is going to be just a bullet point list of tips and tricks that I use to build a clear foundation and clear values in our family. So I hope that it's helpful for you. I'll see you in a couple of minutes.